From king of the highway to fighting for survival, guess what? The Harley Davidson's empire is cracking. Dealers across the country are slashing prices, offloading stock, and quietly dumping models that aren't moving. But what's really going on behind those chrome showroom doors? Is Harley Davidson slowly collapsing or struggling? In the next few minutes, we would be counting down the 8 Harley bikes that dealers are trying to get rid of, and number 1 might just change the way you see the brand forever. Buckle up, because if you thought Harley was still your dream, this list might just wake you up. Here are the 8 Harley Davidson motorcycles dealers are dumping fast, starting with number 8. Number 8, Harley Davidson Iron 883. Once hailed as the perfect gateway into the Harley world, the Iron 883 was the go-to bike for entry-level riders. Lightweight, relatively affordable, and dripping with that raw, stripped-down style that screamed rebellion. Urban riders loved it, new bikers trusted it, even dealerships couldn't keep them in stock. But fast forward to today, and the once celebrated Iron 883 is gathering dust on showroom floors. It's still powered by an air-cooled Evolution trademark V-twin engine with 883 cc of displacement, pushing out around 49 horsepower and 54 lb-ft of torque at 3,750 revolutions per minute. Sounds nostalgic, sure, but in 2025 it just doesn't cut it anymore. The truth is, the Iron 883 simply hasn't evolved. It clings to an aging platform, while rivals like the Yamaha Bolt and Indian Scout 60 leap ahead with more horsepower, smoother handling, and better tech, all at a comparable price point. It's missing the basics modern riders expect: traction control, multiple ride modes, ABS across all trims, and in many cases, not even a simple fuel gauge. In an era where riders want connectivity, customization, and advanced safety features, the Iron 883 feels stuck in the past. As one frustrated rider put it, feels like Harley just stopped trying with this one. Now, dealers are offloading these bikes at steep discounts just to make room for the next generation. It's still got soul, but these days, soul alone doesn't sell bikes. Without modernization, the Iron 883 risks becoming a relic rather than a rite of passage. Surprising, right? Wait until you see the next one. This next bike was once a showroom star. Number 7, Harley Davidson Street Glide. The Street Glide, a touring legend. For years, it's been the perfect blend of long-distance comfort and that unmistakable Harley attitude. Riders loved the Batwing fairing, the booming sound system, and that low-slung, commanding presence on the highway. It's the kind of bike that turns heads at gas stations and rumbles proudly at every rest stop. Under the tank, the Street Glide is powered by the Milwaukee 8 trademark 107 or 114 engine, depending on the year, delivering either 1,746 cc or 1,868 cc of displacement. That translates to roughly 90 horsepower with the 107, or close to 100 horsepower with the 114, and torque figures ranging between 111 and 119 lb fought plenty of muscle for open road domination. But lately, dealers are sweating bullets trying to move these big cruisers off the lot. And why is that? Well, the price tag is climbing faster than the odometer on a cross-country trip, with price points pushing past $25,000. The Street Glide has started to feel less like an accessible dream and more like a luxury splurge. Meanwhile, Indian is refining its challenger lineup. BMW's R18 series is gaining traction, and Goldwings still offer unmatched smoothness. These bikes come loaded with cutting-edge tech, advanced ride modes, adaptive suspension, you name it. So when today's riders stack the Street Glide up against the competition, they're asking, is Harley just coasting on nostalgia? And if you think this is bad, wait till you hear what's happening to the next model on our list. Number 6, Harley Davidson Fat Bob. The Fat Bob was supposed to be Harley's bold new direction. With aggressive styling, fat tires, dual LED headlights, and a menacing muscle bike stance, it looked like it was ready to punch through the status quo. And for a moment, it worked. At its core, the Fat Bob runs on the Milwaukee 8 trademark 114 engine, pushing out 1,868 cc of displacement, roughly 94 horsepower, and 119 lb-ft of torque. On paper, it's a beast, and it sounds like one too. So why in 2025 are dealers scrambling to unload them? Because the Fat Bob is stuck in an identity crisis. It's not quite a cruiser, not quite a performance bike. It lives in a weird no man's land that few riders seem eager to explore. It's too pricey for newcomers, too far removed from tradition for the Harley purists, and still too Harley for the sport bike crowd looking for corner-carving precision. With limited touring capability, a stiff ride, and ergonomics that punish taller riders, the once promising Rebel has started to feel like a concept bike that never found its audience. And the most frustrating part? Harley hasn't evolved it. No major updates, no bold redesigns. Just the same bike, slowly losing relevance. Now it just sits untouched, unloved, and collecting dust in showrooms across the country. And if you're enjoying this kind of unfiltered breakdown, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe, because what's coming next? Number 5, Pan America 1250. This was Harley's moonshot, a wild, risky leap into the booming adventure bike market, a full send into unfamiliar territory. The Pan America is powered by the Revolution Max 1250 engine, delivering 1,252 cc, an impressive 150 horsepower, and 94 lb-ft of torque. It's liquid-cooled, tech-packed, and even comes with adaptive ride height, something no one expected from a Harley. On paper, it's a marvel, a hardcore ADV machine with serious engineering cred. But here's the problem. Harley fans never asked for this, and ADV riders didn't trust Harley to deliver. One side thought it was too modern, too different. The other side saw a heavyweight bike from a brand with zero off-road pedigree, and so it flopped. Despite glowing reviews, steep dealer incentives, and endless marketing, the Pan America still can't shake its outsider status. It became a bike stuck between two worlds, with neither one fully embracing it. Now, it sits on showroom floors like a high-tech ghost, well-equipped, underrated, and unwanted. A cautionary tale in high definition. And now, number 4 is where we go from futuristic flop to a heritage icon that's suddenly become a burden. Number 4, Harley Davidson Heritage Classic. Once considered the perfect blend of classic style and long-haul comfort, the Heritage Classic was the bike that spoke to Harley's roots. Soft-tail frame, nostalgic design, leather saddlebags, windshield. The Heritage Classic had all the retro charm in the world. A bike built to capture that vintage Americana feel in chrome and steel. It's powered by the Milwaukee 8 114 engine with 1,868 cc, around 94 horsepower, and a solid 119 lb-ft of torque. On paper, it's got the muscle, but in reality, nostalgia doesn't pay the bills. At nearly $22,000, you're paying top dollar for a bike that looks dated to younger riders and feels under-equipped to serious tourers who expect cutting-edge tech and modern performance. Worse yet, Harley's overlapping lineup creates confusion. Is it a cruiser, a tourer, somewhere in between? That uncertainty leads to hesitation, and hesitation kills sales. Now it's just taking up space in showrooms. A classic silhouette that's slowly becoming a relic. Dealers are moving on, and so are the riders. But hold on to your handlebars, because number 3 is a bike that was supposed to bring in a whole new generation of riders, but instead it became a cautionary tale. Number 3, Harley Davidson Street 750. This was the bike that Harley staked its future on. the Street 750, aimed squarely at urban riders and international markets. It was supposed to be Harley's answer to a changing world. Lightweight, liquid-cooled, affordable, and modern, at least on paper. Harley's urban play. Built for new riders, daily commuters, and the growing international market, the Street 750 was supposed to bring fresh blood into the Harley fold. It came equipped with a liquid-cooled Revolution X engine, producing 749 cc, around 53 horsepower, and 43 lb-ft of torque. On paper, it had the right idea: compact, affordable, and approachable. But in reality, missed the mark. The build felt cheap, the materials screamed cost-cutting, and it lacked the deep signature Harley rumble that loyalists expect. For a company that sells identity as much as machines, that's a deal breaker. Harley tried to push it through riding schools and beginner programs, hoping exposure would translate to long-term loyalty. But it didn't feel like a Harley, and it definitely didn't sound like one either. By 2021, it was gone from the US market, quietly shelved and quietly forgotten. Today, the Street 750 stands as a cautionary tale. No matter how good the strategy looks on paper, if it doesn't stir the soul, it won't survive. But that brings us to number 2, a bike that should have been a hit. It had style, performance, and the Harley name, so why are dealers dumping it like dead weight? Let's see. Number 2, Harley Davidson Sportster S. This one really stings because the Sportster S had everything going for it on paper. It's powered by the Revolution Max 1250T engine, a liquid-cooled 1252 cc powerhouse, delivering around 121 horsepower and 94 pound-feet of torque. Modern power, digital everything, multiple ride modes, and sleek, aggressive styling. It was meant to bring Harley into the future and attract a whole new generation of riders. But somewhere along the way, it lost its soul. The bike feels too polished, too refined, and far too expensive for new riders looking for an accessible entry-level thrill. Meanwhile, longtime Harley enthusiasts find it too sanitized and lacking the raw character and rumble they've come to expect. It's caught in the middle, not hardcore enough for the traditionalists craving that unmistakable Harley grit, and not accessible enough for newcomers who want something easier on the wallet and more forgiving to ride. To make matters worse, it faces stiff competition in the middleweight segment from bikes like the Ducati Monster and KTM Duke, which offer sharper performance, lighter handling, and a more exciting ride. Add in the fact that the Sportster S doesn't really carve out a unique identity in Harley's lineup. Too futuristic for some, too modern for others, and it's no wonder dealers are struggling to move them. Now, the Sportster S is fading fast. Dealers are left scrambling to offload these bikes with heavy discounts, promotions, and incentives, hoping to clear showroom floors. What should have been a bold leap forward has instead turned into a cautionary tale, a reminder that cutting-edge tech alone can't replace the emotional connection and timeless appeal riders expect from a Harley Davidson. Now, all roads lead to this. The number 1 bike that Harley dealers are dropping faster than a bad clutch. It's big, it's bold, and for many, its failure is a warning sign that the brand is losing its way. Now, the most dumped Harley of them all. Number 1, Harley Davidson Livewire. This is it. The one that says everything about Harley's future, or maybe its biggest misstep yet. Underneath the sleek, futuristic design lies the HD Revelation trademark electric motor, pushing out a solid 105 horsepower and an instant 86 pound-feet of torque. It can sprint from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just about 3 seconds and offers a city riding range of approximately 146 miles per charge. All that power and innovation come with a steep price tag, starting north of $22,799, making it one of the most expensive bikes Harley has ever made. But here's the problem. Power and tech alone don't make a Harley. The signature thunderous rumble that has defined the brand for over a century is completely absent. Instead, riders get a quiet hum, efficient, yes, but soulless. That visceral connection, that feeling of raw freedom and rebellion, has been replaced by something clinical, almost robotic. This bike wasn't designed for the Harley loyalists who crave the growl of a V-twin under them, or the wind rushing past their face. No, this was made for the tech-savvy urban crowd, Silicon Valley dreamers chasing sustainability and innovation. But even with all the advanced features, fast charging capability, regenerative braking, and cutting-edge ride modes, the Livewire hasn't found its place. Sales have stalled dramatically. Dealers are left holding these pricey machines that just won't fly off the shelves. It's a stark contrast to the roaring success Harley enjoyed with its gas-powered lineup. The Livewire sits like a monument to a future Harley Davidson tried to build, but maybe never fully understood. The brand risked alienating its core fan base, while chasing an audience that never fully embraced it. The ultimate irony? Harley Davidson pushed forward into the electric era only to discover their own riders weren't ready to come along for the ride. So, there you have it. The 8 Harley Davidson motorcycles dealers are quietly dumping faster than ever. From the once iconic Iron 883 to the electric gamble of the Livewire, these bikes tell a story. A story of a brand caught between legacy and change, tradition and innovation, and struggling to find its place in a world that's moving faster than ever. Whether you're a lifelong Harley fan or just watching from the sidelines, one thing's clear: Harley Davidson is at a crossroads, and the road ahead won't be easy. Will they adapt and reclaim the throne? Or will more models join this list in the years to come? Only time will tell. Thanks for watching. If you found this countdown eye-opening, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts below. What Harley do you think has the best shot at making a comeback? Ride safe and see you next time.